guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make chocolate pâte de crème. I'm probably saying that wrong. I do not have a good French accent, but you get the point. This is going to be very, very easy to do, and I'm really excited to share this recipe with you, so let me take you over the ingredients so we can get started. You'll need some good quality semi-sweet chocolate, some whole milk, heavy cream, 1 egg, some plain old sugar, some salt, instant espresso powder, and vanilla extract. That's it. They're very simple, and I really feel like this is like the easiest pâte de crème recipe because normally you have to bake them in a water bath for a long time, and this is a stovetop, and then it just sets in the fridge, and you're done. So, win-win. Now I've got a saucepan here, turning this on to about medium, and to that I'm going to add in my whole milk and some heavy cream, and I'm going to bring that to a simmer, and in the meantime, in a small bowl, I'm just going to put in my egg, along with my sugar, and I'm just going to whisk this together until it becomes like a really nice thick pale color, and by then the milk mixture should be perfect. That looks great. My milk mixture is just where I want it, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this now, just a touch, and I'm just going to mix it in with my egg mixture. This is just tempering the eggs because I'm going to put this all in here. And just tempering the egg assures that you're not going to scramble the eggs as soon as they touch the hot milk and cream mixture. Now, along with that, we're going to add in the salt and the instant espresso. Now, if you don't want to use instant espresso powder, by all means, just leave it out. I always like to add a little bit of instant espresso to anything chocolate because it really brings out the chocolate flavor, but you won't taste the coffee whatsoever, especially since it's such a small amount of it. Now, I'm going to cook this on low heat, medium-low heat, whisking constantly for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the mixture thickens enough that coats the back of a wooden spoon. When it's at that texture and at that consistency, it means that it's at the right temperature, the eggs are cooked, and it's just perfect to move on to the next step. So I'm just going to babysit this, and I'll show you the next step once we're there. This is just perfect. You'll see like the back of the wooden spoon, it coats it perfectly. That's what you're looking for. I'm going to turn this off now. I'm going to add in my vanilla. The reason why I add the vanilla now is because I don't want it to cook, for the flavor to cook out. So give that a stir. Now what I have here is my chocolate. Try to use the best chocolate you can get your hands on. It really makes a big difference. I'm going to put that into the bottom of this big bowl. I'm going to take my chocolate, I'm going to take my custard, pour it through a fine sieve. This is going to catch any egg that's cooked or any of the espresso that's collected into little, little pieces. Try to get it all out. Wow, it smells amazing already. See all that? You don't want that in your finished product. You want it to be super smooth. So now that you've got your custard, your hot custard covering the chocolate, you want to let that sit there for about 3 minutes. Don't touch it. Don't deal with it. It's just going to do its melting thing all by itself. And when I come back in 3 minutes, we're going to pretty much mix it all together and move on to the next and final step. After 3 minutes, look at that. The chocolate melts beautifully. Oh, I just love this. It smells so, so good. Now, pâte de crème is really like a fancy chocolate custard. It's not as thick as a mousse or like a pudding. But it's along those lines, along the lines of a really fancy pudding. That's the only way I can really describe it. Now I'm going to take this mixture. I'm going to put it into little cups. You can do as much or as little as you like. I like to do, oops, I don't like that. I like to serve small servings of this because it is so rich. So if you're having, a really rich dinner for a holiday or a date night or whatnot, you don't want it to become too much. So probably get 3 out of this mixture. Yeah. And then whatever's left, I'm just going to divide it amongst the 3. There you go. And then I'm going to lick the bowl because that's just what I do. But I do want to get this out of here. And now I'm going to cover this with some plastic wrap, and it is super crucial, important that the plastic wrap is actually touching the custard. It helps from not having that funky little skin forming on top, which I think is just so nauseating. So, take a piece of plastic, if I can get it out of here, and then just let it touch the actual surface of the custard. do that to all of them, and then I'm going to pop this into the fridge. They need to set for a minimum of 4 hours or up to overnight. So pop these in, and I'll show you what they look like once they're done. My pot of creme was in the fridge overnight. I just took off the plastic, and it's perfect and ready to go. And I have some sweetened whipped cream that I have to just doll up like you would not believe. I just love sweet whipped cream with chocolate. I mean, come on. Look at that. All right, that's gonna be a really big bite. So look at that. Mmm. 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 It is so good, so decadent, and so easy. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get this recipe. I hope that you enjoy as much as I do, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.